everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, my name is Sherma, and here we focus and explore all things travel and investment. In today's video, I am going to look at some of the reasons why I chose Wealthsimple brokerage firm or brokerage company to invest in the stock market. And also I'll review or look at some of the things that help me determine which stocks I should invest in. And again, by no means I'm not an expert. And that is putting it lightly. I really know absolutely nothing about investing and which stocks to choose. So this is truly a learning experience for me, as well as for some of you that might be following me on this journey and contemplating whether they should be doing the same thing. Okay, so I have a sheet of paper now in front of me. From time to time you might see me look down, and it's just because I want to make sure that I cover all the notes that I've written down here. Okay, so number one, Wealthsimple brokerage firm is an zero commission platform. So it is a Canadian company that allows Canadians to buy and sell stocks for no commission. Of course, it allows you to trade US stocks, but you would have to pay the US exchange rate and a commission. But for Canadian stocks and ETFs, you don't have to. And that's what I'm focusing on, only Canadian stocks and ETFs. Two, it allows for safe and simple transfer of funds from your standard or your typical checking or savings account at any of the major banks over to your Wealthsimple account. Right? So it's fairly easy. It only takes about 2 or 3 days for it to be deposited, and then you have access to your funds to trade as you like. So I like that it's very accessible to my, again, checking or savings account. Also, it allows me to open a TFSA account, which is a tax-free savings account for Canadians. You can open up a personal account. You could also have a cryptocurrency account, and you can trade in cryptocurrencies also. So I like that it gives you that flexibility. And of course there's other things that features that the Wealthsimple portfolio does allow you to have. I think there's also a feature where you can actually choose an option where you just invest the money, you determine your risk tolerance level, and it will auto invest for you according to the questionnaire or the choice that you made in regards to your tolerance level. Okay, but I chose to invest myself because that would force me to learn and, you know, really learn about what stocks to look at and what I'm supposed to do, or areas I'm supposed to look at when I'm reviewing and doing my research. So that really forces me to really learn. So I chose this route. Okay, and I think one of the most important things, really, it is a very simple platform to use. It's easy to register with, and it's easy to use. It really is. For a first-time trader as me, or investor I should say, because I'm not involved in day trading, but for a first-time investor and someone who knows absolutely nothing about the stock market and where I should start, Wealthsimple is a very simple portfolio or platform to navigate throughout. Okay, and some of the things I look at to determine whether I should choose a stock or not. First, I look at things that I like, things that move me in society. So as we know right now, there's a lot of emphasis on being environmentally friendly, and I'm totally in for all of that. I come from an island in the Caribbean called Grenada, where I grew up in the village. So I pretty much ate what we grew. It was totally important, and it still is totally important to be mindful of what we put in the soil, because we truly live from hand to mouth. What we take out of the soil or we pick from trees, that is exactly what we're going to consume. So it's important for us to be mindful of the environment. So I looked at stocks that were in that field, whether it's with utensils being used for packaging food in restaurants, or chemicals that's put into the soil and equipment being made. Any company that is really focused on being environmentally friendly really has a nod for me. So that was one of the things I looked at. I also looked at if they provide dividend payments, which is a way of companies showing their appreciation for those individuals that decided to invest in their companies. Some companies pay dividend payments at the end of every month. Some do it quarterly. So that was also important. Generating passive income was something that I figured it would be a benefit to me. So, you know, you invest in the stock market and you get treated for doing so, if I may say so myself. I also look at how well the company is doing. What does their balance sheet look like? Are they always in the red, as we should say? They're always in debt? Or they seem to, you know, always have, you know, bad write-ups on how they're doing. You look at their management team. Do they have some kind of helpful you know, are they doing well with the way they manage the company, I should say. We look at all of that. So I tend to look at that. Also, how long they've been in existence. I do have some stocks that are fairly recent. Some people consider them penny stocks or growth stocks. I do have a few of those, but the largest portion of my portfolio is in companies that have been in existence for a while. They have a track record in their performance, and so I'm fairly comfortable that because they have the experience in the field that they've chosen to focus on, that they can strive in that area. So I look at companies that are doing well, that have some experience, and of course, you know, how they treat their clients, and you know, if it's a customer service type of company, how they treat how they work within the community, and are they involved in any social programs that help in, you know, different areas and communities that need help. How do they do there? Are they helpful, or they just look at generating profits and keeping it for themselves? So I look at all of those things. So those are a few of the things again. So I'll just review why I chose Wealthsimple. 0 commission on Canadian stocks and ETFs. It allows me to transfer funds from my checking account, from my regular bank, to the Wealthsimple platform. Fairly simple and easy. It takes about 2 or 3 days to get your funds available, and it's a simple platform to use. Easy to set up, easy to navigate, and you could also, you know, do your research. Well, you could, you know, make a watch list of which stocks you're looking at, that you're thinking of investing in. This allows you to do that, okay? And some of the things I look at to determine whether or not I will choose a stock, I look at the management team, their experience, the field that they focus on, the company, and if they're a dividend paying company. Those are some of the things that I look at. More experienced people would tell you there's a whole bunch of things you look at there. how much revenue they have in their account, and there's a plethora of other things that people look at. But for me as a beginner, those are some of the things I looked at first. And of course, there's a lot of YouTubers that are very experienced that have given me different pointers of what to look for when trying to determine which stock to invest in. So that's another avenue that we have available to us, okay? So those are some of the things that I look at and why I chose Wealthsimple. Again, I will leave the description to the Wealthsimple platform or website that you could sign up. Use to sign up if you want to have an account. And if you want to, I would suggest it's never too late for anyone to decide to start investing. It's another avenue. We cannot afford to put all our eggs in one basket, as the saying goes. So I will put the link in the description below. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate you waiting along with me to the end of the video. I really do appreciate you visiting back again. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Have a great day.